Hey guys, it's Dan, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. I hope you all are doing fantastically well. I know that I am. I hope your 2025 is off to a fantastic start. And something that has just recently been on my mind was, why is it that I do YouTube and I do it in the way that I do? I watch a lot of different content creators and see all their different styles and things like that. And it just really got me thinking, why exactly do I do commentaries, and what do I think is the benefit of doing commentaries versus other types of videos where it may be like reacting and acting and things like that, I guess. And I think the short answer is predominantly because it's the type of content that I really enjoy watching. I always have loved videos where you can just kick it on. You don't have to pay a whole lot of attention. You get some benefit out of it. Maybe that's life experience stuff or just some general entertainment to where you can kind of do whatever you need to do, but also listen to something and learn a little bit. So that's the type of content that I've always myself enjoyed. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy like some of the big, more extravagant type of videos, but I think commentaries are where I focus on predominantly, whether that be like horror type, just talking about these events and things that happened, as well as history, and other people just hopping on and sharing life stories. And I think that really transpired into what I have become. I think I've mentioned a couple of times, I used to do other channels every now and then as I was growing up and starting out when I was younger. I kind of wish I would have stuck with them a little bit now that I kind of see what YouTube has become and how much it has changed and how much they actually benefit the smaller channels now. But I think all of that really led me into finding my niche and what it is that I truly enjoy, and that is commentaries. Now, I've been watching YouTube for a really, really long time. I don't think I've necessarily been here since the start, but pretty close to it. I remember growing up, it was probably like 2008, 2009, around that time where I really started to use YouTube almost full time. My brother and I used to sit out at the, oh dear, if you guys are late 90s, early 2000s kids, you probably have the same experience that I do, where your parents had this giant hutch office desk thing in the living room, and that's where the family computer was. That is where I first found YouTube. Him and I used to watch videos that were like Nerf Wars and Zotzi Nambi's, the guy that built the Lego guns and whatnot. And we used to sit and watch those videos for hours, especially like when it was kind of cold or the weather wasn't the best and we couldn't go outside and play. We would be inside watching YouTube, and that's really where it started. And I remember when I first got my very first like device that I could have YouTube on and carry around with me. It was my first, I think it was like an iPod Touch 3rd gen. And that's where YouTube was like, yep, this is all I am going to watch. I unplugged my Dish Network DVR thing that I had that gave me TV, and all I did was watch YouTube. And it started out with Sky Does Minecraft. I wonder how that has influenced my life going forward, considering that a lot of my content is on Minecraft, or at least it was, and it's starting to kind of get back to that. But YouTube has just really shaped who I have become. And of course, I watched those videos like Sky Does Minecraft, but it started to transition into watching different people. I can't remember a lot of their names right now, but some of them that I can is like Ghost Sickness. I think it was Hutch and the Schlatt, and a lot of those people like that who kind of hop over and do commentaries like this. Another one that I really, really enjoyed was Optimus. I like that he shares real life events and things that are going on in the world and is kind of non-partial with it. So that's another one of those that has kind of influenced who I am and what I do on YouTube. And I love seeing life stories and having the older generation, I guess. I'm kind of dating myself now. I'm not even that old. Some of you may think otherwise, but I still think I am a young spring chicken, other than my knees and my back probably say I'm 65 and I need to start looking at coffins. But that's not the point. I've just really enjoyed being able to see how somebody experiences a life event and what they did, what things they wish they could go back and change, and what things they did to help them really make the most of that event and really turn their life around if it's something negative, or use that event to help them get to where they are now and that's the stuff that really just inspires me, and it has made me want to come on here and share my stories with you guys. I know that YouTube has kind of changed a lot over the years, and commentary channels aren't necessarily the biggest ones anymore. They used to be a lot bigger kind of in the infancy and middle age of YouTube long ago. And now it's become much more of a like high production type thing. It feels like you're watching TV almost, except you can go through and hop and cut around. It's like a regular streaming service with the amount of ads. Don't even get me started, but it's changed a lot, and there's a lot more production value that goes into the content that comes here on YouTube than it used to be, which I do enjoy, but it's not necessarily my main type of content that I enjoy. So that's why I focus more on commentaries. As well as I like to be able to just kind of hop on here, not have a lot going on, and plan out my stuff a little bit more and really dig down deep into things that have happened to me so that I can share them with you guys. I really like just being able to have the people that are like, hey man, I love listening to your voice, which is weird to me because I do not like it. I wish my voice was a little bit deeper. I wish I had the Sam Elliott voice or Morgan Freeman, something like that. But it's really nice getting those comments. Hey man, I love just listening to your video. I was out cleaning the kitchen, doing chores, XYZ. And I really loved what your video shared with me and how it kind of made me realize, hey, this isn't going to be the end of the world type of event. I'm going to be able to make it through this. I'm going to be able to succeed. And that's what I want. I really want people to be able to take something away from the type of videos that I create, whether that's just a funny story or even like on my financial videos, like, okay, that is great. I'm going to apply this in my life and get out of credit card debt. I'm going to build my credit. I'm going to get a car. I'm going to do these things that I didn't even realize I actually had the possibility of doing. And that's what I truly love, is just being able to hop on here and share that stuff with you guys. And I'm kind of a faceless entity that just hops on here and shares. I don't think that I'm necessarily that person that I'm trying to make a brand of myself, if that makes sense. I just want to be able to get on here and really meet people in a different light, to where they aren't focused on who I necessarily am as a brand, but what I have to say, what I have to share, and how I have lived my life without actually having to see how I have lived my life, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just something that I've always really enjoyed, and it's something that I wanted to hop on here and start doing. And if you're somebody that has been wanting to either create commentaries or just trying to figure out something to do, I really highly recommend that you look at getting on YouTube and starting to make some videos, because it's honestly one of the most fun and rewarding things that you can possibly do. I wouldn't go into it with the mindset of, hey, I can make this my job and become super uber rich with it, because that's not necessarily the case. There are some people out there that have done it, but the vast majority of us are just doing it for the fun of it. And if you aren't going into it with that type of mentality, you probably won't succeed, or you'll quit early just because you're like, well, I thought this was going to be some sort of cash cow, and now I'm putting in all this time and this effort and I'm getting nothing out of it. And unfortunately, if you're only wanting money out of it, this probably isn't the industry for you. It is rather hard to grow and do these things. But if you are somebody that's like, I just kind of want to hop on, share my story, have fun, do it, man. It's one of the best things that you could possibly do. I know it's helped me a lot being able to get on here and just yap a little bit. It helps decompress and de-stress me a lot, and it's not super intensive where I'm going to be like, okay, this is my fourth full-time job type of thing with it. And it's just a lot of fun. I know that I have probably dove way deeper into it than I probably should have, especially at this state, but it's something I enjoy, so it doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, you guys, that's kind of a little bit into my story as to why I chose to do commentaries. I hope you guys did enjoy it. It's something a little bit different, something I kind of wanted to just switch up and throw on here. I have some more content planned for the channel, and I want to see where it goes. But if you did enjoy, I would really appreciate a like and maybe some feedback on what your thoughts on commentaries are down in the comment section down below. As well, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. I'd love to see you on future videos. You guys are the reason I do this. I love interacting with you. I love seeing your comments, your feedback, and what your thoughts are and how you're going about these types of situations. So if that kind of means something to you and you want to see more videos like this, like I said, hit that button and I'll keep you forever. But with that all being said, you guys, my name is Dan, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.